Ah, long time no see.
Okay,
hello
all
everybody,
doors
a
and
warm
hatches
welcome
are
back to
closed,
the channel. Hope
ready
you're
to
doing
connect.
fine. Got the move finally done. Luckily I did it when I did, because the next day when I woke up in the morning, first morning in the new place, woke up around 3 a.m. It started to snow. About 4:30 went out on the balcony, have a coffee and you know, my nasty habit of smoking. And I'm like, oh my god, this is going to stick. And boy, oh boy, is it. The snow is still on the ground. Welcome to the Okanagan. Not where I live. I live in Vancouver proper now. And welcome to Canada 4X Plane's rendition of Kelowna International. A lot of ski resorts around here. It is a summer and winter playground. There's also a ton of vineyards, a lot of orchards. A lot of British Columbia's apples come from this region. A lot of BC wines come from this region. Absolutely beautiful. We are on default live weather with Auto Ortho running and the NOAA weather plugin running. I noticed an interesting thing. There would be snow on this runway with X Enviro. But now that I'm using default weather, even though this is a Payware the airport, it's okay. I don't think it's up to Canada for X-Plane's normal standards, but I can't remember if this is for X-Plane 11 or not. You know, the jetways aren't connected to anything. It's like kind of weird. Should you buy it? I'm not really sure. But I own it, so I thought I would do it. I didn't check. There we go. I didn't have the parking brake on. Bad boy. There we go. So, you know, we are in the Zibo mod. This is brand new edition, came out this morning. We are in 4.04.1.3. This is XP12.1.4 beta 2. I forget what version of Python I am running, which is required for... I'm in stable 4.5.0. Very high pressure in the region today.
So connected,
and here we go.
and inserted. Release parking brake.
I de-iced here on the ramp.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Always put your own mask on
And
first, and then help others near you.
A light vest is located under the
here
seat
we go.
between seats. The safety instruction
Looking
card
for
shows
27.
To use the vest, open the cover by pulling the red tab or compartment handle to break the seal.
Remove the vest
The
from
flaps are not down on purpose because I just got
Wrap
de-iced.
the strap around your waist and attach the
And you don't want the
Loose
flaps
end of the strap
exposed.
tight.
You want that fluid dripping over these things right now and staying there. If you were to extend the flaps, it would start flowing off, and that's not what you want.
Never inflate the vest inside the airplane, if necessary, and if the
We have 28, that's good. Starting 2. Short flight for you. Gonna go down to Vertical Sims rendition of Spokane. I was thinking of going into Portland. Decided on Spokane. We've got runway 34 for departure, so we'll be going out over here, and then I'll be making a slow, I'll be making a pretty hefty climb. Didn't set my CG. Dang, too late now. Well, it'll be around 5 anyway. We have a full aircraft, 189 souls on board. And that's one good start. We will get you to continuous. Not really. You know, primarily coming in here,
disconnecting
you
tow.
would be
Stand by.
in beach 1900s. A lot of Dash 8s. You know, things like that, primarily coming into here. Not really 737s. It can handle a 737. It has the gates and everything for it. And the runway is long enough. It's like 8,900 feet, something like that. 9,000 feet, more than enough for a 7.3. And starting 2. EGT is rising.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
And we got 2 good starts. Get the packs back on. If you ever run into a situation where your TAT is like plus 99, that's because you turned on the probe heats and you didn't have the engines and all that started. So don't do that. Don't turn those on until after start. I'm just going to get that to TARA now. Going to get you out. So this is my first flight in it. I just updated this aircraft literally half an hour ago. Happy birthday to me. It is my birthday today. And what better way, I can't think of a better way to celebrate it than here with you. I'm going to do the whole flight. You're going to get to see. It's only about, I don't even know, it's not even going to be an hour. It's kind of up and down, basically. There we go. Get you on, you on, you on. You to generator, you're on battery, that's good. And here we go. So I hope everyone has had a good winter so far. Winter is definitely the word of the day. It is cold. Woke up early like normal for me. Old habits die hard. And it was minus 8 in the city. It probably was minus 14 out in the valley where I used to live. So getting acquainted, you know, somewhat with the area. I know this area, the building I've moved into. This is my friend's old building. If you're in the Discord, sometimes I've posted pictures from his balcony. I've got the same view. Because it's the same apartment. I took over it, and the landlord knew me already, so it's like, I'm not even going to put it on the market. It's like, you want to, it's yours. Which was handy because trying to find a place in Vancouver is a nightmare. To find housing in the lower mainland, period, is a nightmare. Housing everywhere is a nightmare. Don't matter where you live in the world. It's not fun. So let me get my Navigraph here. And I want to do one thing before we get going. Sorry about this. Weather request. Send. In case it's been updated. $3034, no change in the weather. Awesome. So I'm curious to see how this flies. frame rate, not bad. We're 1080p, everything on high. Except shadows. Oh, I know what I need. The clouds are not looking impressive because I don't have... When I run XEnviro, I don't need them because XEnviro overwrites everything. It completely replaces, disables X-Plane 12's environment engine. For the weather, the clouds, atmospherics, like all of it. So it's not really technically, you know, you just turn them off. But I loaded up and the entire ramp area and everything else. Now I will start getting flaps in and alert the cabin crew to sit down.
Flight attendants prepare for takeoff, please.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
And we will do a turnaround right here. I turned XRAS off because it was really annoying me. It's like too fast. And I'm looking. One, I'm under the speed. It's like, what speed do you want me to land at? I'm going by what my plane is telling me it wants. Okay, as calculated in the FMC. Including using the field QNH and ESA deviation. So I'm going to take it over you any day. You know, if the plane tells me this is what it needs, that's what I'm going to give it. So I'm not too fast. I'm doing exactly what it asked for. I like to get this up to around 6. So when I take the auto throttle off, and that's Toga. As you can see, we're only going up to 21,000 feet, so. Neutral at 100.
80 knots.
Oh.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
That felt so good. Get a little pitch in.
$1,000.
And we're still hand flying it. Put a flaps too. Okay, I think I'm going to make my turn to the right. I was planning on left. I always seem to turn left better than I do right. But I seem to see a nice little path right through here, and I'll come back down. And it's all green, so I know I can continue the turn. still have flying it. She is handling beautifully. I let that wing dip a little too much. I should have had some rudder in to counteract that. Box clean. And autopilot. I took it up to 10,000. We will get those ones up. Awesome. Let's go outside. As you can see, I've got my WestJet Disney Frozen livery on. You can get this from X-Plane Forums, if I recall. On the .org. Might also be up on the .to, I'm not sure. It's a pretty old livery. I think that I originally had this in X-Plane 11 even. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy my more laid-back style. And like I said, this is a pretty short flight. It's a beautiful day. Some high clouds. I'm pretty sure there's a heck of a lot more snow, but I think it's just the way X-Plane does it. Again, Auto Ortho is installed, Sim Heaven is installed, Global Forest. Can't remember who makes it. People call it Orbix. Orbix doesn't make it. They simply are the distributor and publisher of it. Beautiful area around here. Also a ton of lakes. If you're like me and you love to like fly the de Havilland Beaver or the Husky, you know, stuff like that, an amphib or float plane, tons of places to fly to. Which are pretty spectacular. So my mouth is still really sore from the surgery. I lost all the teeth on the top left-hand side of my mouth to a bacterial infection that started also attacking the bone. So really sore. Still over a week later. Not fun. No more steaks for Davey. Can't chew it properly. Oh, getting old sucks. Absolutely lovely. And the performance is good. I think we're probably getting what? 50, you know, 50 FPS. It's not bad. Default weather with the NOAA weather plugin. That's on GitHub, by the way, if you want it. I believe. I'll try to remember to put a link down below. By the way, if you click show more, you'll find a link to where you can get this version of the Zibo. If you don't already have a copy of the Zibo, you need to get the master copy, 4.04.00 or 01. And then download the patch as well, and then patch it. If you're going to do an in-place upgrade already, because you're on like, I don't know, you're on .5, make sure you back up your X camera file and any preferences that you have personally set for the aircraft, because they will be overridden. We can let them get up and you get up. I'm not going to bother. I like to do it sometimes, like the cabin lighting and all that. We'll put you in cruise, you and me there. What the heck? So as my mouth is kind of sore, I'm going to actually go back on that. I'm not going to do the whole flight. I've got you up to 18,000. It's kind of hazy-ish and that. Ortho, in my opinion, needs an update, but you know, the gentleman that created it, or the individual, Kublus, could be female, I don't know. You know, they released it free, so, you know, and the whole thing is unless the satellite data gets updated, kind of thing, what's the point of updating the app unless you can streamline it a bit better, so for faster downloads or caching or stuff like that. So if you click show more, you will find links to a lot of the stuff I'm using. You'll also find links to stuff I didn't use today, like X-Enviro, Active Sky, XP Realistic, Better Push. I did use Better Pushback, Ground Handling Deluxe. You'll also find a link to my Discord, how you can help support the channel, as we are agenda free. We do not accept sponsored content. Everything you see is bought with my money and viewer donations. And of course, you'll also find a link to my computer specs, so you can see how yours would stack up with it. Well, I do not have a super powerful system. It was built during the pandemic, really. Well, just before it. I did get a video card donated to the channel, so I did get the 6700 from a viewer, which was awesome, because my 580, I don't know if my 580 would be able to handle X-Plane 12 the way it is now, because a lot of systems and stuff have been added, and it puts a lot more load on the GPU than it did at release. Anyways, I will bring you back top of the set. I want to thank you for tuning in and flying with me and sticking by me as I took a little sabbatical there to get the move done. But I'm moved in and I'm happy where I live, and it's handy. I can walk to all kinds of places, fishmonger, butcher shops, fresh fruit and vegetable stands, restaurants open 24-hour, like all kinds of, it's a lot of fun. And it's close to downtown. Thanks for flying along. We'll see you on the other side. And here we go. Welcome back. Pretty short. Like I said, you go up, you come down. Airport elevation, 2,441, I believe it is. So I think I set... what was the airport elevation? Oh, 2385. 2,385, so 2,400 feet. For landing elevation, always round up. Got really good duct pressure. And other than that, we've been flying, like, you know, since we got on the runway, basically 19 minutes. You could do this flight easily in a, you know, now I am using a high cost index. I really hate these like 15. I know airlines use it. It's virtual. You know, this is, when I fly my 7.4, let me know if you want to see me fly the 7.4 800. Actually, I want to fly it. Maybe I'll do that one next. I don't know what they call themselves now, VMAX, but it was SSG group. And as you can see, there is top of descent. The engines will start spooling back in anticipation of it. And there they go. And here we are. And you can hear him spooling back, and now it just goes beauty. And I'll just have to keep monitoring the speed, obviously. Uneventful flight. It is looking good. The clouds are, for default weather, they lack some volume to them, I will say. They look, but I mean, I don't know. I definitely notice more volume if I'm using X Enviro. Like, these are way poofier and that, but maybe the tops are getting cut off somewhat or something, I don't know. The ortho is looking good, but everything looks good at 20,000 feet, let's be honest. We're in the zone, so I'm fine with that for now. On a break 2, the runway's 11,000 feet long. We'll be using flaps 40 to get the extra lift because the airport is, 2,400 feet in the air. So the air is slightly thinner. We will do one last request in case anything changed. Okay, I can throw the speed brake out. That is getting a little quick. It's in the VNAV range kind of thing, but clear that. What do we got here? KGEG 10 statute 180 at 3. We're landing 2-1, so that is fine. 3017. Few at 1,500. Few at 11,000. Few at 25,000. The printer doesn't work. It doesn't have a printer that I know of. So, let's see. We got auto brake 2 set. We're doing flaps 40. 111.10 both sides. Runway heading is 212. And that is set. Final approach course fix to intercept the ILS is 3,900 set. And we will get the seatbelt sign on now.
Folks from the flight deck, we've started our descent. Should have you on the ground in about 15 minutes. Want to thank you so much for your company and business, and hope to see you again with us sometime very soon.
Portland also has a very nice approach in, not going to lie. And we can get some of that speed brake back in. Well, not really, because we're going to have to slow down here, folks. It may not want to slow down, but I do. Sadly, these don't pop out. See them on at 240 and 7426. We're slightly under the elevation. Like I said, about a half-hour flight in the air. A little over that. Quite lovely. I think these would have some more snow on them, but of course Spokane is south of Vancouver, but I would think they would. And it's slowing down nicely with that amount, so I am good.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing, please.
Well, I wish some of the ones they'll say prepare the cabin for arrival.
Be sure your seatbelts are securely fastened and store your tray tables. Place any carry-on luggage you may have taken out during the flight on the back behind the seat in front of you on an overhead compartment. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time.
Well, we'll be arriving. Hopefully we land in one piece. I haven't flown. I only just got the computer back together again yesterday. Well, I had the computer kind of together, but I couldn't find my yoke. For some reason, I stuck it, and like I had it all boxed up and that. And for some reason, I put that box in my storage locker. Now, luckily, the storage locker is in the building. Because I'm like, where's my yoke and all that? There's no way I left them behind. Like, they were amongst the first boxes to get put in the moving van. And I know some people say, well, you should have had them the last ones going in. That way they're the first ones out. I can't sleep on my computer, and I can't cook. Well, except in summertime, I could probably cook on my computer. It's like getting your bed put together and getting that out, and, getting a few pots and pans and plates and stuff like that, and your canned food and stuff into the freezer and all that. That's a bit more important than having your yoke and your computer set up. I mean, I can easily contact people using my cell phone, so. And it was beautiful because my friend never had a TV either. So literally all we did was we transferred his service and all that, and my internet email address kind of thing, all that stuff. Now it's just so the cable and all that was all hooked up, so that was awesome. It was simply a matter of changing the name on the bill, because we had literally the exact same internet provider and exact same 1 gig download. I don't know what the upload speed is, which was perfect. On. Get you to there. YouTube continuous. And here we go. I had what, 2, 3 good landings before I moved. Let's see if we can continue the streak. I would really like that. That'd be a great way to start off from the new place. Sim Heaven definitely makes a difference. This wouldn't look near as good without the Sim Heaven. Like the houses, it looked really flat and everything. And here we go. Oh, you just do not want to slow down, do you? How's the localizer? Will you please slow down? Let's go straight to flaps 5. Oh, is this one a slippery one?
1,000 to go.
2,500.
But we got 9 miles to go, so we should be fine. We should be fine. That's more of what I'm interested in. Don't quite see the airport just yet. But it's up ahead there. Box 10. Speed brake up. Box 15. Why won't you arm? Well, I'll just have to do the manual.
1,000.
Ah, there they go. Now they do. You really messed me up. Let's get you started.
$500. $400. $300.
Light slow. Light slow.
Get over. Landing. Hopefully.
200.
That really threw me off.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reverse screen. Oh, the sounds are just awesome on the Zibo nowadays. Not my best. That speed brake not arming really
80 knots.
threw me for a loop. Reverser stoked.
We'll be taxiing for the next few minutes, so please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened and all
And
items
we
until the
will
seatbelt sign is turned
exit
off.
to the right.
Make sure you have all your personal belongings before you exit the aircraft, and be careful when opening the overhead compartment. You're now free to use your mobile phones and small lightweight devices. Thank you for flying with us today. We hope you've had a pleasant experience, and we look forward to
I hate
welcoming you
these
again
aircraft
on
with
another flight.
4. Interesting, some of the runways like sort of iced up like this and other parts aren't. This must be where he did custom texture work. So this is, I don't know, this is kind of making me think this is for X-Plane 11. I will have to go and see at Andrew's website if flight director's off. Landing lights off. strobe lights off. Get you to standby. Welcome to Spokane. That really threw me for a loop. It not wanting to the speed brake arm. It's one reason why I would never be a good real pilot. Things like that I get obsessed with. And like as a pilot you can't do that. It's like, okay, we don't have speed brake, fine, I'll just do it manually. You know, that's exactly what a real pilot would do. He'd go, fine. You know, he'd just go to the first officer, you know. You know, I'd just say, I have throttles, you throw out the speed brake. And just do it manually, right? They're not going to get obsessed with it. That, or they would go to like auto brake max and like instant on the reversers. And as opposed to using idle thrust, they would actually add reverse thrust. You know, to slow them down quicker because they don't have the speed brake. You know, so that is a shortcoming of mine. I get upset, like I don't know. I hate it when I'm trying to do something and it's not doing it. It kind of ticks me off. Oh, what have we got there? Some grain silos? I mean, that's what they look like to me. I mean, they're on the airport's ground, so I highly doubt they're grain silos, but that's what they look like. I mean, I think I see red and white checkers in that. I automatically think of a farm. And like I said, I've got to see if Andrew's got X-Plane 12 version for this. I'm not sure if I'm using the X-Plane 11 version, which is what I think, because in X-Plane 12 this wouldn't happen. Unless he used transparencies, which all devs were warned. Do not use your own custom do transparency, because X-Plane 12 is going to treat it like it's soil or grass, and you're going to have snow on it, and you won't be able to get rid of it unless you only fly in summer. And they were all told, but they all, you know, some of them, I think, have figured out a way to get around it. I'm not sure. You know, but they were all warned before X-Plane 12 even released. Do not use transparencies for your ramps. You know, basically custom texturing. It's called edit the default airport markings and that stuff. Because if you make the runways transparent, they're treated like grass, and you're going to have snow, and that's what I think happened here. But I will have to see if I'm actually using the X-Plane 12 version. Other than that, as you can see, it does support snow. I'm just going to do a gate. Do I want a gate parking? No. I'm just going to go over here. I'll park in a ramp spot, which is fine. So anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's kind of rushed and jagged, like hurried all over the place there. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to get something up for you. And that's let you know everything moved and we've got things working. Now I've got to make sure Steam is working, because I'm kind of itching to do a little American Truck Simulator or something. So we'll see. That, or maybe some Train Sim Classic, because I refuse to buy the new Train Sim Worlds. Just a ripoff. Absolute ripoff. And there we are. Get you off and you off. And we can get the beacon off. And everybody can get off to my airplane now, please. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash the like, the share, the comment, subscribe. Ring the bell. You get notified my videos go live, or I post a community post, as I am prone to do at least usually once a week or so. Click show more. You'll find links to the aircraft and everything like that down below, as well as a link to my Discord. It is free to join, as well as how you can help support the channel via PayPal or just buy me an xplane.org store gift card. That works as well. Or SimMark. Well, no, I prefer xplane.org. Until we get the in-game marketplace in the sim, that's going to be interesting to see what happens with all that. Until then, you'll also find links to my you'll also find my computer specs as well. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. My name's David. It's been my pleasure to take you on this flight from Canada for X-Planes, Kelowna, into Vertical Sims rendition of Spokane in Washington State in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Until the next time, stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you soon. God bless.